flat tire. It's not going anywhere fast. Sir Speedy can change that. We're a trusted resource for sign design and production. Whether you need trade show displays, banners, posters, directional signs, window decals, wall graphics, or more, Sir Speedy's sign capabilities can help your business get noticed. Call us today at 504-586-9812. Sir Speedy, we do it.
The Cool Carafe chills a half bottle of wine in 60 seconds. Go to coolcarafe.com to see the video. Coolcarafe.com chills half a bottle, about 25 degrees, in 60 seconds. It's $40 at coolcarafe.com, but $30 at Martin's Wine Cellar. Save $10. Chill wine instantly with the Cool Carafe. Coolcarafe.com is a Louisiana company. Coolcarafe.com.
Hey kid, did you know today 16 years ago it was you and I for the last time. You weren't good, he said, with a smoke ring round your heads. You would see me on the other side. Come on, I know you want more. Come on and open your door. After it all, you'll find out you were always one of us. Act like you don't remember. You said we live forever. Who do you think you're kidding? You were
Radio Show, WGSO 990 AM. And since we're not going to be around tomorrow night on Thursday night, since we usually do Florida Man segments on Thursdays, I decided we'll do it a day early, and we'll get right to it right now. So without any further ado,
down to Florida, we welcome you to the Sunshine State. They're kicking back and soaking up the rays every day in Florida.
all right, so let's see. This story is from theguardian.com, and the headline is Florida man allegedly hides gun inside raw chicken to foil airport security. The U.S. Transportation of Security Administration has caught an air traveler who allegedly stashed a firearm inside a raw chicken in a bid to get the weapon through security at a Florida airport. In a pun-laden post to its Instagram account, the TSA said the bizarre attempt had been foiled at a Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport when agents spied the handgun wrapped in tape and placed inside the bird's cavity. The chicken was then hidden inside the traveler's carry-on luggage. And they were quoted as saying, "We hate to break it to you here, but stuffing a firearm in your holiday bird for travel is just a waste of time." Ha 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 ha. It added also, this idea wasn't even half-baked. It was raw, greasy, and obviously unsupervised. The only roast happening here is the poor packing choice. So there you go. Don't think you can slip one over on TSA by hiding a gun, of all things, inside a chicken. And why would you think that wouldn't raise any eyebrows that you have a raw chicken in your carry-on? I mean, that's just people. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? This one comes from Spectrum News, Bay News, Channel 9. And I don't even think we're going to have enough time for it. I'll have to save it for next week because we talked too much about who we thought was going to win the MLB award. So I'll save it for next week. It'll keep, I promise. That was another poor pun aimed at the Florida man who tried to hide his gun in a raw chicken. So, all right. Well, again, we won't be here tomorrow night. We'll have ULL action. I have to look up, and I don't know off the top of my head who they are playing, but I know the game will start at 6:30. So make sure you tune into that. And we'll be back on Friday with more shenanigans, and we'll talk NFL action this weekend. We'll probably talk a little college football, and, of course, we'll wrap the week up with some Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. So until then, let's just play Gloria.
and somehow I think you got.
For more Something to Say radio show content, go to somethingtosay.radioshow.com. Follow us on Twitter at S2S Radio Show, and you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Something to Say Radio.
Big Easy Pet Shop and Rescue is a nonprofit volunteer-run rescue. We provide adoption services and care for homeless animals across the New Orleans metro area. We also offer pet supplies and grooming services at our downtown and Marigny locations. The shops are located at 839 Spain Street and 513 Dumaine Street and are open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. weekdays and noon to 6 on Saturdays, noon to 5 on Sundays. We can be found on the web at BigEasyPetShop.com. Support local animals in need by shopping and adopting with Big Easy Animal Rescue.
It's well known that New Orleanians know how to party and throw a party, and Efelina's Events is part of that fine tradition. Efelina's Events is a New Orleans area event company that has provided complete event planning, full setup, and services since 2002. This service also includes everything from invitation design all the way up to even the cleanup after the event. Efelina's Events is also available to partner with you anywhere you choose to hold your event. No event is too big or too small, so give us a call at 504-957-3876 or find us on the web at efelinas.com.
It's Jeff Cruer, host of Ringside Politics. I'd like to introduce WGSO General Manager Mary Ann Guzman.
WGSO is locally owned and operated right here in New Orleans. We believe in cultivating local talent and emphasize local programs. If you have an interest in hosting your own program, then we have some prime spots available.
Thanks, Mary Ann. Folks, take advantage of this great offer. Email me at jeff@wgso.com or call me at 504-669-6076. Come fulfill your radio dreams at WGSO.
Hey, it's Kevin Carr with your personal sneak preview invitation to join me on Sunday evening from 8 to 9 for Fat Guys at the Movies. Each week, I give you my take on the newest movies and movie news, but in a fun way. Not like those stuffy movie review snobs who take themselves way too seriously. I tell you if the new movies rock or not. Yes, it's fun for all ages with Fat Guys at the Movies. I'll see you Sunday evening at 8 on WGSO 990 AM.
Anytime, anywhere. Smartphone, TuneIn radio app, WGSO.com. On the AM dial at 990, we are WGSO New Orleans.
With Tim Berg. This Thanksgiving, it may be cheaper to let someone else do all the cooking and cleaning. Inflation has seen prices increase in virtually all Thanksgiving foods, including the turkey. But according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the cost of dining out has risen at a lower rate than the cost of dining in. Eating home has risen more than 12% in the last year, while eating out is up less than 9%. Police investigating the murders of 4 University of Idaho students in off-campus housing are asking for additional tips to help identify the suspect. Moscow Police Chief James Fry says any piece of information might help.
Even if you don't believe it is relevant, investigators will review and determine if and how your information builds the picture.
Police have not found the murder weapon, which is believed to be a knife. Accused Club Q shooter Anderson Lee Aldrich appeared at a court hearing via Zoom Wednesday. He's accused of killing at least 5 people and injuring 17 others at the club in Colorado Springs. Colorado 4th Judicial District Attorney Michael Allen is explaining the charges the defendant is facing.
The arrest charges that were authorized by that PC affidavit were 5 counts of first-degree murder, which is with intent and deliberation, and then 5 counts of bias-motivated crimes.
President Biden is speaking with Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin after a mass shooting in the state last night. A White House statement saying Biden offered his support and federal assistance if needed. This comes after a man shot and killed 6 people at a Walmart in Chesapeake. Wall Street giving the thumbs up to this day before Thanksgiving. At the closing bell, the Dow gaining 96 points. You're listening to USA Radio News.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou, a term provider, 800-568-2790. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems. And if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-568-2790. That's 800-568-2790 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-568-2790.
A family is still seeking answers after the murder of their daughter.
The parents of Brian Laundrie will have to answer a range of questions in a civil lawsuit regarding his former fiancée, Gabby Petito. A Florida judge denied a motion that would have limited the scope of questioning in connection to the events leading up to Petito's death. Petito's parents are accusing the Laundries of knowing that their son killed his fiancée during a cross-country trip last year before he took his own life. From the West Coast USA Radio News Bureau, I'm Lance Pry.
Just ahead of Thanksgiving, the Butterball Turkey line is ready to help. The line has been around since the 1980s, and the most common question they get is how long it takes to defrost a turkey, which the professionals say is 24 hours for every 5 pounds, and to thaw it in the fridge. Anyone planning to cook a turkey who has questions can call the hotline at 1-800-288-8372. Big-name Republicans continue to throw their weight behind Herschel Walker and his run for the Senate. Texas Republican Senator Ted Cruz has his
cloudiness starting to increase. The rain chance comes in tomorrow. Going to stay dry, though, in the morning, 50s to near 60. Dry mostly for the morning till midday with spotty showers. By afternoon, scattered showers. And then by late afternoon and tomorrow night, rainy periods begin. Off and on activity Friday, and off and on rainy periods Friday night, ending finally Saturday. In the afternoon tomorrow, and again Friday in the lower, possibly the mid-70s. Clearing and cooler, 60s Saturday. Ralph Sanji, WGSO. Murphy's Mandeville Gun and Knife Show with over 250 tables, knives, guns, and ammo. Saturday, December 3rd, 9 to 5. Sunday, December 4th, 10 to 4. Adults $10, ages 11 to 15, $5. 10 and under get in free. Good for both days. $2 discount for military and police at Murphy's Mandeville Gun and Knife Show. Knives, guns, and ammo. Saturday, December 3rd, 9 to 5. Sunday, December 4th, 10 to 4. At the Castine Center, Mandeville.
The views and opinions expressed during this show are those of the hosts and guests only. In no way do they represent the views, positions, or opinions expressed or implied of WGSO 990 AM or North Shore Radio, LLC.
Welcome to The Scoop, an informative hour of getting down to the business of crypto and mortgages with Clay, Bob, and Renee. They'll take your calls, answer questions, and provide hot takes and tips. When the chips are down, these guys are up. All that and more on The Scoop.
Hey, welcome to The Scoop. I am Clay Taylor. I am back in New Orleans. Welcome back to the studio. Well, I'm welcoming myself back here, guys. I'm having a Joe Biden moment here. But we have a great show planned for you tonight. We actually have Vance, and the Valiants that's going to be joining us in just a few minutes. He's going to be talking a little bit about what's coming up with him and his Christmas songs. Also, we have Jason from the USA Official Trump Store joining us a little bit later in the show. We're going to be talking a little bit about that, and hopefully we'll have Vince on. We can keep Vince on hopefully throughout the show. Also, guys, we're going to have open lines today. We want to hear what you're thankful for. So call us here at 504-556-9696. Again, 504-556-9696. We want to hear what you're thankful for. It's open lines, and we're going to talk some politics on top of that. So let's jump right into this and get started. We have Vince Vance from Vince Vance and the Valiants. How you doing, brother? Welcome to the show.
Hey, how you doing there, Clay? Good to hear from you. Happy Thanksgiving, man.
Happy Thanksgiving. What are you thankful for, brother?
I'm thankful that Fauci resigned, dude.
Amen to that.
The most harmful person. He was the most harmful person to the medical profession I can ever think of. His character made people doubt. They made him doubt the people who you love the most.
Right.
Doctors and teachers, and these people that have been in this administration are making you hate both of them. That lady, Andy Weingarten, I think her name is, she's the head of the teachers union.
Right.
Oh my golly, I sat there thinking, oh, I'm thankful he's gone, and I hope she's gone too. I was on Twitter today. They almost kicked me off because I had to curb my tongue a little bit, so I wound up putting this. I happen to be listening to some old jazz, and it's a crazy story. I'm there, and I hate to do this, you know, because I'm really not political, but when you see things that are evil, golly, on there it said, what are you thankful for? And they had a picture of him up there, and I go, I'm thankful this dude resigned, man. I said, I don't wish him any harm, but just now, he reminds me of a song by Louis Armstrong. I hope you're blank, you rascal you. Look it up, everybody.
Yeah, definitely, brother.
I don't wish no harm on anybody.
Well, here's the thing. You know, he's gone, of course. I'm thankful for that, but I'm also thankful that Nancy Pelosi is not seeking leadership, and she has been fired. So she's been sent packing.
Well, golly, that was another thing I posted today, and I shouldn't be this political because it hurts my business because I love everybody, but people don't like to hear this, Jasmine, but it's true. I mean, this lady is, you're supposed to say you don't like somebody, you know, say you don't like one of the things that they think. That doesn't mean you should try to destroy them the way she tried to destroy Donald Trump. You know, I mean, nobody should do mean things like that. He didn't do anything mean. He got in and said he was going to make America great again. If that was his opinion, you know, what he was trying to do.
Right.
And these people have just 6 years of this stuff, and they're still attacking for a fellow. Golly, I really don't think I don't know. He said he's going to run, but I can't imagine why he would want to leave his beautiful Mar-a-Lago and his lovely wife and his beautiful children. Every one of them are just, they're all so true and sweet. I mean, you know, if somebody else heard that, you know, and they're of this other persuasion. Is this full of show political? Or is this music?
Right. Well, let's hold on politics just for a second, because we want to talk about, of course, your number one Christmas song that is you wrote. All I Want for Christmas Is You. I mean, you wrote the number one Christmas song.
I will be performing it too live. I will be performing it, singing it myself live on December the 3rd. I will sing the song myself, and the band wrote it in my hotel room in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Believe it or not, I was on tour, and I was in the room sitting there, you know, trying to figure out. I told Troy, man, we got to get this thing going. So he said, you get started. I got to go take the girls home. Let's get up here. And he went and took them out for a little bit. I started working on it, and I said, okay, I'll show him. And he's out having fun, and I go, and I get writer's block, and I start praying to God. I said, dear God, help me. Who is you? And I said, it's my mama, my girlfriend, my wife, kids. Who is it, you know? And I said, oh, I forgot somebody. I forgot about you. And I said, I'm gonna dedicate this song to you, so that no matter what your persuasion is, whatever your religion, I'm gonna make the most beautiful melody that no matter whoever hears it, for all times will say, whether they're atheist or of another religion, they'll still love Christmas because of your son, Chris, or Jesus Christ.
Right. So that's Saturday, December 3rd, 2022. You're performing that, correct? At the
Yes, I'll be. That's on the 3rd. On the 2nd, I'm in. On Friday the 2nd, I'll be in Slidell for their spectacular show line. They have 2 parks filled with every type of light and scene in the entire world. One of them I think is called Griffith Park, and it is the most beautiful center of that you can imagine, of every type of little house that has every type of cute thing. They have a crib, they have a snowman, they have Santa's workshop. Just something perfect for your family. And then that's the 1st, and on the 2nd, I'll be playing an actual concert in Heritage Park, and it is called the Slidell, Louisiana Christmas Spectacular. And they are pulling out any punch. It's going to be so beautiful, the lighting, the atmosphere. I tell people, bring a lawn chair bring blankets and love, because it's going to be a real love-in. With my band, you know, we really touch people's hearts, hopefully, God willing. And it should be a wonderful night. I have my finest singers. I have my most talented players. And we have costumes that are going to be really, really eye-catching. I'm going to be dressed up like a Christmas tree to introduce the song that's being released this Christmas. It's a new video. It's not, you can't even see it yet until this weekend. It's coming out. It's called I Want to Be a Christmas Tree. And it was made by Gordy Films International. And it's great, does beautiful animated children's stuff. My record company and the executive of Gordy Films they paid for most of it, and it's just a record company and all these big producers wanted out this gigantic thing, so everybody's got to watch it. It's coming out either tomorrow or Friday or Saturday, this weekend. Go on YouTube. Go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to it.
Right.
There's a thing called Vince YouTube channel. If you subscribe to it, it'll make us, or you can go to our website, VinceVance.com. It'll tell you, there'll be a countdown. Oh, VinceVance.com, VinceVance.net, VinceVance.com, VinceVance.net, VinceVance.net, VinceVance.info.
Right. Hold that thought real quick, Vince. We got to go to break real quick. You're kind of coming in a little choppy, so hopefully you'll be in a little bit better area by the time we come back from break. Hold that thought. We'll be right back. Guys, grab yourself a cup of coffee. We're going to be coming right back with Vince Vance from Vince Vance and the Valiants. See you in a minute.
Join me, DJ Rust, every weekday at 6 p.m. for the Something to Say radio show. We'll talk sports, music, current events, everything in between. That's weekdays, 6 p.m. only on WGSO 990 AM.
This is Kate Delaney from America Tonight. The show kicks on at midnight, and I'm loving the overwhelming support in New Orleans. What a group of fantastic listeners here on WGSO 990 AM. Join me every morning to catch up on what I call the buzz in your backyard and mine. You'll hear some of the most interesting people on the planet from the world of business, politics, sports, and, well, just intriguing people with a story to tell. If you're around, give us a call. Don't worry, I'll spit out the number plenty of times on the air. Let's agree to meet at midnight right here on WGSO 990 AM in New Orleans.
Craft beer is booming, and we're here to share the good word and the latest news about our favorite beverage. Join us every week, Beer Guys Radio, Saturday at 8 p.m. right here on WGSO 990 AM.
Hi, I'm William Wallace. You can hear me live on Tuesday nights at 5 o'clock here on WGSO, or see what I have to say on Facebook at William Wallace for America.
Hi, I'm Huck.
And this is Dave.
Please join us on Liberty or Lockdown on Thursdays at 5 p.m.
Be there.
WGSO 990 AM is the only locally owned and operated talk station in New Orleans. We feature 20 local hosts discussing a variety of topics. In an era when the daily newspaper is being discontinued and our competitors are out-of-state media conglomerates, we ask you, our listeners, to support local programming on a local station. To advertise or sponsor one of our great shows, contact me at jeff@WGSO.com or call 504-669-6076.
American Ground Radio is headed to New Orleans, the Big Easy, the Crescent City, the birthplace of jazz. New Orleans, y'all. Every day, more and more Americans are listening on American Ground. Listen each Saturday from noon to 1 p.m. with Louis R. Avalone and Stephen Parr on 990 AM WGSO and streaming live at WGSO.com. This should be fun.
Hello, folks. This is Terrence Jones again. I'm back with Terrence Louisiana Jones. Gumbo Hour. I will be bringing you topics gumbo ingredients from the business, youth, workforce, alumni, sports arena. Join us every Saturday from WGSO Studio in the CBD from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central Time. We will have any studio guests and we welcome your phone call. Please join us at WGSO 990 AM as well as WGSO.com. Please be sure to join us every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central Time at the Terrence Louisiana Jones Gumbo Hour.
Join me, Mitch Gibbs, live on WGSO Radio from 9 to 11 every Saturday morning at Premier Nissan, 6636 Veterans Boulevard, where Metairie meets Canada for breakfast with the Bayou Bengals, talking LSU football.
Catch all the action of Ragin' Cajuns football this season, only on the community voice of the Crescent City, WGSO 990 AM.
All right, welcome back to the Scoop. I am Clay Taylor, and we actually have Vince Vance from Vince Vance and the Valiants on the line. So you was coming a little choppy there, brother. Repeat those websites.
Okay, look, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
All righty. Well, I'm on the highway, headed to go to Pensacola, and then I'm coming back for Thanksgiving tomorrow. So I'm always moving. Yesterday morning, I was in Houston, and last night I was in the spot over at your station, WGSO 990 on your radio dial.
Oh, okay, that's cool. So you was here just last night, huh?
Yeah, and that's what I was telling you about. I have a concert on the first. I'm going to be out on the filming WGNO, I guess. The TV station is coming out to film. It's such a big spectacular in Slidell, Christmas spectacular they're having a beautiful a special on it on WGSO to tell you about it. That's on the 1st. And then on the 2nd, I am performing a concert, and they're going to light all the lights up on time out at Heritage Park. And it's at 6 to 8 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. And then that doesn't end there. Then Saturday, I have the good fortune to be performing at the Covington Country Club for their Christmas spectacular. It's going to be at the Covington Country Club. It opens at 8 o'clock. It's me, and it's also the king of Louisiana Swamp Pop, the amazing, fantastic Johnny J and the Hitmen. It's unbelievable. This guy, and I'm going to play by myself, then I'm going to play with him, and we're going to be meeting people. It's going to be really an intimate night, just like it is going to be in Slidell. It is in Covington. Anyway,
right.
So I'll tell you how busy I am, dude.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna be in Houston, Texas. Well, Humble, Texas. I'm leaving Tuesday
Yeah,
to head
well,
back.
you're pretty. I think you're humble, but I think I'm a little bit more humble than you are.
There you go. Yep. Actually, brother, if you can hold on, I want to keep you on the line.
I'm proud to say that I'm more humble than you.
There you go. Hey, you are very humble than I am, brother. Why I have you on the line here, I want to bring on Jason from the Trump store. He is actually with USA Trump store, and I was in Katy, Texas with him this past weekend. And so if you can hang tight a second, Vince, let's bring Jason on the line. How you doing, brother? Welcome to the show, The Scoop.
Hey, Clay, what's going on? Good
Everything
to hear from you again.
Definitely. It was great being with you this weekend. We have Vince Vance on the line. And
hey, Vince.
Hey, my man.
And so tell us a little bit about the Trump store and what you do, Jason. And let's give that a plug. I know you travel all the rallies. You go out to all Trump's events, and you do all his merchandise, correct?
Yeah, we do the merchandising at a lot of freedom festivals, at rallies, at tour events. And, as you can see, we did a Christmas event as well alongside you. But,
right. Yeah. You was with me. And that's how I got to meet Jason. And man, I have a Trump hat. Of course, I had my hair with some googly eyes and it's sticking up. The Crazy Clay character was out there and had googly eyes in my hair this weekend. And
he had cocoa guy. He had cocoa that make your hair stand up.
That's right.
I vouch for that 1,000%.
That's right.
He had eyes in the back of his hair.
Yep, exactly. And it will make you grow eyes. But here's the thing. Tell us a little bit about the stuff you carry, Jason. Some of the merchandise you carry.
I mean, we got your traditional items. You got your hats, your shirts, your flags. But we also then mix in a bunch of different things. We've got a collection of purses. You got socks. You got Christmas ornaments. You got, you name it. We got something for everybody. That's the thing about it. When people come, they don't just see one or two things that they see everywhere else. They see unique items that they're encouraged to purchase and take home with them, give them as gifts. or keep them for themselves and show the support for President Trump, who, everybody, knows that he's standing in the way of the tyranny that lies ahead of us or lies in front of us from the top. And there's only one man to take him down, and people want to support him and give him the credit that he deserves, because it's a movement. It's a movement, Clay. You know this.
Yes.
You see it. As you could see, you could tell just by being at that event this past weekend, you're not always going to get rave reviews from everybody that comes by. There's people that don't like the man. They loathe, they hate him, and it's unwarranted, 1,000% unwarranted.
Yes.
I mean, he does have a personality that's not fit for everyone, but that's what makes him so successful. That's what makes him the person who's willing to take these people on. And that's something that rubs people the wrong way, because for too long, Clay, we've had the go along to get along attitude.
Yeah.
And I self-admitted, I'm one of those people. And, when you start peeling back the layers of the onion and seeing what's actually going on behind the scenes, you tend to take a stance that's not popular to everyone, but it's the truth.
Exactly.
And stick to it. And that's what we do at the Trump store, USATrumpstore.com. That's what we do. We want to make sure that we're getting the message out, the correct message, not the one that you're going to see on mainstream media. You're going to hear it at the Scoop.
Exactly.
And you're going to hear it from us at a booth, at one of these events, and we do it respectfully. So you see how we do it. We joke about it. We have fun with it.
Right.
But we're not going to back down either, because someone shakes in their boots when they see a picture of Trump, and they really do.
Oh,
they shake in their boots and they turn around.
It was almost like what I've seen this weekend. And this was not just the Trump, the Biden, the liberal Biden supporters. This was DeSantis people. Like almost someone was like a possessed person putting a crucifix up to their head, how they were cringing at this. I mean, this was insane these were rhino Republicans that hate this man with a passion and will do anything to stop. And I noticed that was some of the biggest critics at this event weren't just rhinos, liberals. These were actual rhinos, DeSantis supporters.
Absolutely. And the thing, we love what DeSantis has done in Florida. We love the things that he's doing, and he needs to continue to do that. Let's not forget, without Trump's endorsement, he doesn't win that governorship. We have Andrew Gillum down there, who we all know got into a bunch of trouble doing crack with a bunch of other, nefarious activities, and he was going to be leading the stateship of Florida. And when you got the perversion of Disney, you got the perversion that goes on in that state, it's very valuable to have that man, DeSantis, taking control of that. And we love him for that. And we would support him. I would support him on a ticket with Trump, but certainly not as the front runner, because he's not going to win.
Right.
And all it's intended to do is to divide the party. And it's so silly for me when I see this, because when do we ever learn, Clay? When do we ever learn when the mainstream media and the rhino Republicans get behind somebody? That's someone you should run away from, because it's not for good reasons. And the money that's going behind DeSantis right now is not the money. It's the big hedge fund money. It's the big players that want to disrupt, because they can't stand the man Trump himself, because they know that he's going to take them down.
Exactly. Vince.
And so in turn, it's not DeSantis' turn. It's not his turn. If he wants to join forces with Trump, that is one powerhouse ticket. But that's all he's good for, to me. And everybody needs to understand that, because there is only one man that's going to save us, and it is Trump.
Exactly. Vince, do you want to throw something in there?
I can tell you this. When Trump was in there, I tell you these words, what I told other people, that if somebody would try to hurt him in some way, I would take a bullet for the man. I love him with all my heart and soul. I'm hoping that DeSantis does not run on this thing here, or he runs as vice president or something like that.
Right.
Because I think that it's going to split the party, and we're going to not lose another one. And it scares the living daylights out of me. They have another one of these creeps. They have one of these creeps that are up there like this. I don't know how anybody voted for this fellow. If it wouldn't have been for the phony money that social media put behind it by hiding that the Hunter Biden, they said today 1 out of 6 people. Well, this is just a
Vince.
but it's 1 out of 6 people said that they would have changed their vote from Biden if they would have known about the Hunter Biden
Vince,
story.
real quick, guys.
The president was taken.
Vince, can you hold your thought? We got to go to break. This is a hard break. It's automatically going to go in. Hold your thought. We're going to be back in just a minute, guys. We'll be right back in just a second.
It's a new era. A true son of the University of Louisiana, our head football coach, Mike Desimo.
With the same Raging Cajuns.
5 touchdown, Louisiana.
Follow Louisiana's defense of the Sun Belt.
This is a team that knows how to win.
On your radio home for Raging Cajuns football. Catch all the action of Raging Cajuns football this season, only on the community voice of the Crescent City, WGSO 990 AM.
You can provide the life-changing opportunity of a quality education to a disadvantaged Louisiana student at almost no cost. For those inclined to make a difference and fortify our community, it's a no-brainer. 95% of every donation to ACE scholarships directly funds a deserving child scholarship, and you receive a 95% tax credit through the Louisiana Tuition Donation Credit. To learn more, call Arthur Dupre at 504-710-1132. Boy, have we got a show for you this week. Ever wonder where all the great songs have gone? Well, we found them. Hey everyone, I'm Pat Matthews, your host of 70s Deja Vu. And once again, I'll be looking in the rearview mirror and I'll see you in the back seat. Join me for some great music, all selected to get you going on 70s Deja Vu. Sunday morning at 7 a.m. right here on 990 AM WGSO.
Well, you probably heard Metro Diner moved to the heart of Metairie, 3804 Veterans. Of course, they've still got breakfast all day, every day, 8 a.m. till 2 a.m. on the weekends. If you need it quick on your way to work, weekdays before 10 a.m., get ham, bacon, or sausage breakfast biscuits in 10 minutes or they're free. Metro Diner has great lunch and dinner specials. Thursday night's always steak night with beautiful ribeyes and fillets. People love the mozzarella sticks, onion rings, burgers, meatballs, fried jalapenos, and green peppers. Well, they do make just about everything from scratch at Metro Diner. Don't forget the beignet fries and crawfish cornbread. Come see us, 3804 Veterans Memorial Boulevard, finer than your usual diner.
Louisiana Radio Network News, I'm Kevin Gallagher. Shreveport police say 2 women accessed USAA bank accounts of mostly seniors and veterans to steal up to $1 million from those accounts.
Shreveport police say Zaraj Watkins used her job at a call center to access the bank accounts and sell the information to Destain Glass and others. Sergeant Angie Wilhite says Glass bought luxury items with the stolen money.
She bought a home. She bought what I consider a luxury car, a Tesla.
Both women are facing multiple identity theft charges. Wilhite says the investigation isn't over.
We know for sure there weren't just 2 people involved. We know for sure there were others.
I'm Marcianne Goldsby.
Police in New Orleans say an 8-year-old child was shot and killed by gunfire from outside the house. Officers say bullets penetrated the exterior wall of the home and one hit the child in the stomach. He died later at a hospital. It happened just before 11 Wednesday. They ask anyone with information to please come forward. I'm Kevin Gallagher. This is news from LRN.
Hey, y'all, have some festival fun around the state. November 26th, rockets over the Red Fireworks Festival in Shreveport and kick off to Christmas in Ruston. December 1st through 3rd, Christmas open house at the Biedenharn in Monroe and Christmas under the Oaks and Holiday House in Sulphur. December 2nd through 4th, Boucherie and Balloon Festival in Sorrento. So make your plans to laissez les bon temps rouler.
This is Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser. Plan your road trip at LouisianaIsATrip.com.
Real sugar comes from sugarcane, a plant that's thrived in Louisiana for over 200 years. It's part of a balanced diet. It's only 15 calories per teaspoon. Sugarcane, sweetening your life naturally. The American Sugarcane League, celebrating 100 years.
Tiger Rag Magazine subscribers are LSU fans in the know. Tiger Rag Magazine gives you exclusive stories, beautiful pictures, and behind-the-scenes insights. Subscribe today and be in the know at TigerRag.com.
When the time came, I knew I had to find a place where Mom would be safe and active while still feeling independent. A place that was close to all of us and everything she needed. Locally owned and operated in the heart of Gonzales, I found Francois Ben's Senior Living. They specialize in independent and assisted living and memory care.
Call 225-647-BEND for more information on our special pre-leasing offers.
Francois Benz Senior Living. Experience life as it should be.
A business without signage is like a car with a flat tire. It's not going anywhere fast. Sir Speedy can change that. We're a trusted resource for sign design and production. Whether you need trade show displays, banners, posters, directional signs, window decals, wall graphics, or more, Sir Speedy's sign capabilities can help your business get noticed. Call us today at 504-586-9812. Sir Speedy, we do it.
Hey all, Brian Diaz here, host of the NOLA Drink Show. Kick off your weekend happy hour with me every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. right here on WGSO 990 AM New Orleans.
Hello, this is David Jeremiah. Join me each weekday morning at 5:30 or 6:30 for Turning Point here on Talk Radio 990 AM.
Hello, folks. This is Terrence Jones. I'm back with the Louisiana Jones Gumbo Hour from 11 to 12 noon every Saturday, WGSO 990 AM, as well as WGSO.com. Please join us.
This is Jay Walker, voice of the Raging Cajuns. Catch University of Louisiana Lafayette football right here each week on the community voice of the Crescent City, WGSO 990 AM.
Everything Old is New Again is changing time from 1 o'clock on Saturdays to 9 a.m. WGSO 990 AM. David Cohen, what do you think?
Well, we've got to wake up earlier, but I'm just as excited for 9 o'clock.
How about that? Everything Old is New Again. Going to wake up New Orleans every Saturday morning.
Take back the holly and mistletoe, silver bells on strings. If I wrote a letter to Santa Claus, I would ask for just one thing. I don't need sleigh rides in the snow.
All right, we're back. Welcome back to the Scoop. That was All I Want for Christmas Is You, the number one Christmas song.
She was just here. Just passed in front.
Hold on, Vince, you there?
Well, there's some lady passing wanted to speak, man. I don't know. Maybe it was, I thought it was her.
Oh, okay. So Vince, finish your thought on what you were saying before the break. I'm sorry, that was a hard break we had to take.
Here's what I'm saying. I'm saying that I don't understand. I'm completely at a loss. I mean, crap, man. I'm at a loss how these people despise me. I don't have what I think there's some sort of illness they have. I told a lady today that I thought she had that. It's called Trump derangement syndrome. Man just wants to make America great again.
Yes.
All he wants to do is not. Everybody's now all of a sudden saying the borders are open. You know, they're saying now the borders are open. All this whole time they say, "Oh no, there's nobody coming in." And you see it. It's like, who are you going to believe? Me or your lying eyes? You can't believe these people. And so that's why they're racist. Many of them. It's great. They hate people.
Vince, you're breaking up there. Jason, you want to throw something in on that part?
It's just very difficult for me to understand as well as Vince saying there. You know, the man, before he came down the escalator in 2015, he was revered by all. He was revered. He's in a picture with Muhammad Ali, Jesse Jackson, Rosa Parks. These are three of the major influential people of the movement in the 60s and 70s, and they revered him.
Yeah,
he was one of them. And Hillary Clinton's on record saying, "Man, I really wish one day a guy like Donald Trump would run for president." You can't get that. You can't find that if you look up on the internet. They scrubbed it. They take it off. We got to have we got to have citizen journals that take screenshots and save videos and pull them back out after they've been suppressed for so long. And it shows you right now is they're going after him with another special counsel that they've got nothing on.
Exactly. Vince, you was going to say something?
I'll tell you what I'm going to say. Exactly what this gentleman here is saying. It's very, very simple, my friend. They
we're losing you, Vince. You're cutting in and out really bad.
All right. Well, I love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right,
Goodbye.
man.
Yeah, sorry about
So,
that, guys.
I mean,
He was
but,
coming
yeah,
in and out really bad.
Clay, you see it again this weekend. You could just see the loathsomeness that people have. They can't tell you one specific instance of where he was racist, but they'll just tell you till they're blue in the face that he is. And when you confront them on it, they just turn to run away and say, "I don't have time for it," because they cannot back up what their belief is. And that's what's happening. And also, Clay, is that people's belief systems are being turned upside down. And it's hard for anybody to accept what they've been led to believe for their whole life or for a short period of their life is not to be true. Right. And the fact that Donald Trump is a squeaky clean guy in a lot of ways, otherwise they'd have him for something and crucify him on the cross. It just shows you that the man's here for the right reasons, and he's not here for financial gain. If he wanted financial gain, he would have sat where he was at, collecting his money from his Trump organization, not having advertisers bail on him, investors bail on him. They don't believe in man anymore, because if they do, they're going to get looked at from another angle, and people won't buy their product because they support Donald Trump.
Right.
It's just sick. It really is.
It is, and it's a shame for what's going on. And we have it on both sides of the aisle. I mean, of course, you have the rhinos, and also you have the liberal leftists. And here's the key thing, guys. I'm not. I don't wish violence. I feel sorry for Joe Biden. I really do, because the man is dementia. He's not all there. I think he really don't want to be there, but he's there because he's told he has to be there. I got to say this though. My 80-year-old father was roughed up for wearing a Biden t-shirt. I mean, he's 80 years old, guys, and they roughed him up for wearing the Biden t-shirt. And I looked at him and I told him, if I ever catch you wearing that shirt in my house again, I would do it again. No. But no, it's the thing is, no, that's just a joke. I didn't really rough my dad up, guys. But I mean, it's the point is, we have it on both sides of the aisle. And we have your far extremist right people that is Trump a nobody, or DeSantis a nobody. And then you have your liberals that is just nobody Republican. And they will shoot, they will kill, they will do anything to stop. And
destroy. On that, Clay, it's a great point I want to piggyback off of, is that Democrats, they are who they say they are. And they stick together, they stay on message, and that's why they get things done the way they get things done. As crooked, as evil, as corrupt as it may be, they are on point with messaging from the top to the bottom.
Yes.
And with Republicans, it is the exact opposite. There's so many contradicting. Oh, we like Trump. Oh, we don't like Trump. We want DeSantis now. Now we're trying to divide the people that used to like Trump. Now they're going, well, he had his time. He's too divisive. We're going to go with DeSantis. Well, now you're trying to break up another faction of the party. That's why the MAGA movement is so important, because there is no movement like it. Exactly. It is the people that are pure Trump supporters, because they know the mission. And the mission, I mean, the election was stolen. I don't care what anybody says. Up and down the ticket was stolen in 2020. Yes. Again, you see what's happening in Arizona with Kerry Lake here in 2022, which I believe, Clay, is a complete setup by us to catch them doing the wrongs that they were willingly and accomplices to the corruption in Arizona. And we're going to bust them. We're going to bust them. We're going to bust them up. And that's we're starting the process of revealing the corruption, Clay. And that's when you're going to start to see people's eyes really open up, where we don't have to do as much of the explaining, because it's going to be proof in the pudding of the things they're going to see and they're going to hear.
Exactly. And so the big part about everything is election was stolen. I mean, I'm a diehard. I believe that there's no way Trump can be winning. There's no way a man that couldn't put 10 people in a room won an election and won it by like 30 more million votes than Obama got. And Obama was a so-called popular president. And, it's just at the end of the day, when, we, the Republicans, and I said this at the last show, it's our fault because we sit back and we do nothing. We're a divided party. We're the party that do nothing Republicans would have said. We're rah, rah, rah. We go to Trump rallies and yay, 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 yay. And then guess what? We go home and we sit on our computer and we type, and come election day, what we do? Absolutely nothing. And for the politician side, we have all these rhinos that, when we get the House, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. And we take the Senate, we're going to do this. And we get the presidency, we're going to do this. And guess what? We had the presidency. We had the House. We had the Senate. And guess what they did? Absolutely nothing.
Paul Ryan, a young up-and-coming politician with the speakership, leaves because he's a coward. He can't face the music of what's coming because he is one of the most corrupt people we have in government. And he leaves to go to Fox to run Fox and to call Arizona for Biden in 2020 before anybody else does, with 8% of the voting in.
Right. So
something ridiculous.
What we're going to do, Jason, real quick, if you can hang on for one more segment, we got to go to break again, but we're going to take this break, and if we can, we'll take some calls. If you have time to hang on for the rest of the show and finish this up.
How long we got? 15 minutes?
Yeah, about 15 minutes.
Okay.
So we'll be right back, guys. Grab yourself a cup of coffee. I am The Scoop. We're talking with Jason from the USA Trump store. We'll be right back in just a moment.
You are my dream come true. Santa can't bring me what I need, 'cause all I want for Christmas is you.
Join me, BJ Rust, every weekday at 6 p.m. for the Something to Say radio show. We'll talk sports, music, current events, everything in between. That's weekdays, 6 p.m. only on WGSO 990 AM.
Hi, I'm Huck, an active Christian who loves Louisiana. One of my goals is to bring Louisiana's education from 50th to number 1.
And I'm Dave. I'm not afraid of government bureaucrats. I fear God. Our rights and freedoms come from Him.
This is Liberty or Lockdown. Please join us on Thursdays at 5 p.m. on WGSO 990 AM and WGSO.com.
Craft beer is booming, and we're here to share the good word and the latest news about our favorite beverage. Join us every week, Beer Guys Radio, Saturday at 8 p.m. right here on WGSO 990 AM.
Donate your vehicle and make a difference. WGSO 990 AM has partnered with Charitable Adult Rides and Services, also known as CARS, to allow you the opportunity to donate your car, truck, motorcycle, RV, or boat to our nonprofit organization. You may qualify for a tax deduction while supporting a cause that is near and dear to your heart. Simply go to WGSO.com and follow the link on our homepage. Vehicle donation pickup is always free to you, and most vehicles can be picked up within 24 to 72 hours. You'll receive an initial car donation receipt upon pickup, and then the CARS team will work to turn your car into cash to support our cause. Once your vehicle is sold, the CARS team will provide you proper tax forms in time to file. Their friendly donor support representatives are available 7 days a week to assist throughout the process. Again, for more information, go to WGSO.com.
You can check out He Said, She Said on a new day.
Hump Day.
A new day, but we'll still be discussing and debating the hot topics.
Wednesdays at 5.
Here on WGSO.
Tim McNally, host of the Dine, Wine, and Spirit Show on WGSO 990 AM every weekday from 4 until 5 on WGSO 990 AM. This is where we started. This is our home. We're going to bring you news of the wine world, interviews with wine makers. We're going to talk to people who know something about wine. We hope you'll join us. The Dine, Wine, and Spirit Show on WGSO 990 AM every weekday from 4 until 5 from the heart of the Crescent.
All that I want, it can't be found underneath.
All right, we're back. And that is Vince Vance's All I Want for Christmas Is You. And of course, because of the technical difficulties where we couldn't hear him being on the road, we're going to try to get him on next week onto the show. So, Jason, we'll give a few more seconds and we'll talk. And then we have a caller that take their call.
Okay.
So tell me what you're thankful for, actually, why I have you on the line. And what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for a lot of things, Clay. I'm thankful that I have God in my life. He leads me. He guides me. I'm thankful for my family that I have, and everybody in it, and that their health, and the fact that I do get to travel and make impact in other people's lives on a daily basis. I'm thankful for that as well, because I know the work that I'm doing is gonna reward me in the end with my Creator. So I'm thankful for all that and the many people and experiences that I've had over the past couple of years, and continue to keep dredging forward with it. And I'm excited to see the opportunities that come from that, and definitely I'm humbled. So. How about yourself, Clay? What are you thankful for?
Well, I am definitely thankful, first of all, for WGSO and the opportunity to be here on the radio and bring you guys the truth and give you guys a really good, make sure that you guys understand what's the lying liberal media is telling you versus real fact and fiction, basically. And I'm giving you the truth. Also, I'm thankful for having God in my life and for my Lord and Savior, and all the wonderful people I'm around, Jeff and Mimi, and of course you guys. I was able to meet you guys, and now we're becoming friends and having you guys in my life. So I'm thankful for all that. And let's go ahead real quick before we go any further into this. We have a caller on the line. It's the Flamin' Conservative, also a WGSO colleague. He's on Friday nights, which because of Thanksgiving, he won't be on this Friday. But the Flamin' Conservative, tell us what you're thankful for, brother.
Hey, man. I wish Vince was still on the phone because that was my late sister Shannon's favorite song. She sang it to her 7 kids when they were babies.
Right.
And I still tear up every time I hear that song.
Definitely. So what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for relationship with God. I'm thankful for WGSO and meeting friends like you, Jeff, Mimi, Michelle, Martha, John Mason, the whole crew. Miss Snowball, Brother Steve. I'm thankful. I'm very thankful that I survived. I cheated death twice, and survived the cheated amputation.
You're
a lot
cutting up.
to be thankful for.
You must have your window down because your radio's too loud because we're getting feedback and you're cutting in and out.
I don't hear anything. Hang on, let me get up for a minute. Hang on, Clay.
All right. So
how about now?
Yeah, that's better.
I was laying down. My apologies.
Definitely turn your radio off in the background because we're getting that feedback.
I don't have it on.
Oh, you don't? We're getting some kind of feedback for some reason.
But hey, I tell you, I'm thankful for my show. Next month makes a year. I'm getting more sponsors. We're getting the message out. I'm very thankful.
Definitely.
Well,
Well, guys, also tune in to the Flaming Conservative Show. He is here on WGSO every Friday night at 7 p.m. Right here. He leads into the Big John Mason Show just like I do at 8 p.m. and which is the next show coming up. But brother, thank you.
Is he on live tonight or is he
He is out of town
recording?
tonight, so I don't know if he's going to be on live or not. But he is not in studio for sure tonight.
And who's that guy with the Trump store, man? I like
Jason.
Yeah.
Jason's on the line,
What's
and
up, my man?
and he's
You and our colleague ought to team up together because y'all got some Trump stuff, man. I mean, y'all knocking it out of the park, buddy.
Definitely. Well, John, thanks for calling in. I appreciate it. We're going to finish this up because we only have a few more minutes to go, and we want to get a few more things in. But thanks for calling in, brother. Happy Thanksgiving to you too.
Happy Thanksgiving, brother.
All right.
All right, bye-bye. All right, so Jason, let's wrap this up. I know we have a few more minutes left, and let's
you can definitely get your listeners, your devout, your loyal, truth-seeking listeners to check out the website www.usatrumpstore.com. Again, that's usatrumpstore.com. www.usatrumpstore.com. You got a selection of quite a few items. The Christmas is coming up. Get that impractical gift that your family or your friends are going to love or loathe. And we want to spread the message and get the message into people's hands. Like it or not, he's here. Trump's here. He ain't going nowhere. And he's going to save our country, just like he tells us he is.
Amen. And that's one of the things that I'm excited about. I'm excited about 2024 and Trump coming in, and I would love to see a Trump DeSantis ticket. And I really, and we're talking about this with the producer, and we were talking about this over the weekend. I think what's happening with the divisiveness that's happening is you have Ron DeSantis and you have Donald Trump, but they in on what's going on. That they're fighting each other because they're feeding in to the left, and this is exactly what they want, and they're giving them what they want. I think it's all part of the game, and there's a plan. Trump is a genius.
He's pulling the swamp creatures out, and he's making them show their faces.
Exactly.
These people, even the ones, notice when in his first administration, how the people closest to him were the ones that were sabotaging him.
Yep.
And by design or not, that's what was happening. And he kept his circle small, and he trusted who? His family, because he knows those are the people he could trust. Because everybody else out there are the ones that are trying to take him down, and he wants to expose them.
The only person in his family I did not trust is Jared Kushner. I don't trust him. I really think Jared was sabotaging him just as much as some of his allies.
Henceforth, why Ivanka and him probably won't be part of this next administration when it does take a foot.
Exactly.
So, because you're on point with that, definitely, Clay.
Yeah, definitely. And so that I heard, I think Glenn Beck brought that up last night. It's that is a question that is Jared Kushner going to be part of this? Would like to know if he is, because this administration, I think if Jared Kushner is not going to be part of this would also win a lot more people over. A lot of the people that dislike Trump just because of that would win them over and seal a deal with him.
Yeah, well, and look, I'd like to see some of these fire breathers that we got too. Steve Bannon, Jack Posobiec, Charlie Kirk, Candace. I'm not going to throw Candace in there. But these powerful voices, Carrie Lake in some fashion. Obviously she's going to be the governor of Arizona. That's going to happen. Also, I do believe that with all my heart, with the exposure that we're going to reveal with that election and all the abnormalities of that. But yeah, I'd like to see these fire breathers come in and be a voice, and as they are with the Real America's Voice crew. Those guys, they're the best. They're the new news.
Definitely
out there. Real America's Voice. That's where you got to tune in, folks.
Brother-
Baron here at the Scoop.
Definitely, exactly, and you also catch Jeff on Saturdays on a Real America's Voice. But we have to go. But one more time, give that website, Jason.
Clay, that's www.USA Trump Store. Again, USA Trump Store, USATRUMPSTORE.com. Check it out, make a purchase, and you'll be happy.
Definitely. Well, thank you for joining me, guys. We do have to go. It's the end of the show. Unfortunately, we're going to bring Jason back on. You guys have a happy Thanksgiving, and may
God
everybody
bless
have a
y'all.
blessed one. God bless, and see you next week.
More and more Americans are listening on American ground. Listen